Hello, hello, hello to all my uniques out there. This is your favorite girl, Akudo. Welcome to today's video. For this evening, I wanted to talk about one of my unique sent me a question. She said, "It's unique. What do I need to do to be perfect? I need to be perfect for my man. What do I need to do to be perfect?" All right. And I'm going to do a very quick one, and I'm going to answer the question. To all my returning subscribers, hello, welcome back. For those of you that are not part of my family, what are you waiting for? You watch all the videos. You might as well come join us now. You see the red button that says subscribe, click on that button. Wait for the notification bell. Click on that one too, so you will be the first to see my video once they drop. All right? Now, let's jump right into it. One of my uniques asked me the question. She had a lot of stories in her email, but she ended up by saying, "What do I need to do to be perfect? I think my man wants a perfect woman. So what do I do to be perfect?" And I decided, I just read this email and I wanted to just jump in here for maybe 5-10 minutes and talk to you guys. So you see the topic says, you do not have to be perfect. You just have to try. Now, to all my uniques, the ones in front, make way, make way. Those of you at the back, for the people known as the back people, come forward, come forward. Let's all gather around, gather around, gather around. Let's talk, let's talk. Whoever that gave you the idea, the mindset, the thoughts, the impression, the assumption. Super, give me some more English word. The idea that you're going to be perfect. My sister, that person lied to you. Whoever told you that lied to you, my sister. I'm talking to you, my unique. You know yourself. I just jumped in like I called you and told you I'm going to do a video. I hope you are listening. Let me tell you something. You can never, ever, ever be perfect. Actually, it can't happen. You can never, ever be perfect. You do not need to be perfect. You do not desire to. You think you want to be perfect, but you can't be perfect. Nobody is perfect except God. God is a perfect God. You cannot be perfect because you're human and you have flesh and bone and blood running through you. People are going to get you upset. You have your emotions. You have your thinking. You have so many things that make you human. There is nothing you can do to be perfect for somebody. There is nothing you can do to be perfect for yourself. You just have to try. And when I mean try, I mean you just have to give it your best. I always tell my children when they were growing up, mommy, this, I have to do this, I have to be this, I have to be that, and I will always tell them, listen, my children, I want you to listen very well. All the people at the back, come closer, come closer. Those of you that are sitting in front, pay attention, listen. Don't just hear me, listen to me. I tell my children, I don't want you guys to be perfect. I don't require that you have a perfect score. I don't require that you have a perfect mark. I don't require that every exam you must have a perfect number. Letter A, you must have an A plus. I require only one thing. And they will look at me and say, what? I say, I require you to give it your best. And my daughter will look at me, my son will look at me like, mommy, you don't want us to have an A? I say, if you have an A, it's good. If you have a B, it's fantastic. If you have, I'm okay with that. But one thing I want from you, I require you, I demand from you that you give it your best. And my daughter will say, okay, what will happen if I give it my best? I say, because if you give it your best, you will become the best. My unique, did you? Oh, my uniques. I hope you guys are. Are you listening to me? I do not require you to be the best. This is the end product, is not my problem. But I require you to give it your best, to give the process your best, to give the thought your best, to give the energy your best, to give everything you want to do your best. Because I believe from the bottom of my heart that once you give it your best, you must become the best. When you don't become the best, is because you have not given it your best. You either quit in the middle, or when things got tough, you walked away, or you got distracted. That is the only way you will not be the best. If you go to school and you go to all your classes and you do all your assignments and you listen to all the CDs or the audio things, the things your teacher wants you to do, you do all the projects, you go to class, you take notes. During exams, you read and read very. Why won't you have an A, my sister? What, tell me? Why won't you? You must. So my daughter now said, mommy, I now understand it. That's why you always say that. I always tell you guys. And I'm coming to you guys, my uniques, because you also are like my family. You are my children. Some of you are my husband. Some of you are my girlfriend. Some of you are my sister wife. Some of you are everything. You guys, we are everything to each other. And I'm telling you, don't ever in life worry about being perfect. How you look must be perfect. How you speak must be perfect. Your marriage must be perfect. Your children must be perfect. Your business must be perfect. Everything about you has to be perfect. If you don't have earrings on, oh, you cannot live because you don't look good. If there is no lipstick, oh my God, I don't look good anymore. Those of us that wear glasses, if you take off your glasses, oh my God, I'm even gorgeous without my glasses. So you always think, oh, I have my earrings here. You say, oh, if I don't put my earrings on, I'm not going to be pretty. I'm not perfect. Maybe they're looking at me and saying, where's that earring? Oh my gosh, she's not perfect anymore. Honey, nobody cares. Remember what I always tell you. You borrow money you don't have to buy the things you don't need, to impress the people that don't care. You don't need to be perfect, my sister. Just be you. Do you. Be kind to one another. The Bible says, love yourself, love each others like you love yourself. You be kind to people out there. You give them a good heart. You are not judging nobody. You are living your life like somebody else is reading you. You're the Bible, somebody else is living. My sister, tell me why you will not be somebody will want to marry, somebody will want to live with. Why? It's only when we start all these games and trying to be fake and trying to pretend like we are perfect. So we are putting up a persona. We are trying to cover up that. We are trying to, make people say, oh, she is so perfect. She is so, oh, no, 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 no. No, my sister, you just have to try. Give it your best. When I say try, not barely minimum, not barely surviving, not, instead of giving it 100, if you can give it 150, give it 150. Don't go give 10% and say, hey, I've given it my best. No, you haven't. You know when your best is your best. I don't need to tell you. I'm not here to tell you, oh, your best is this or your best is the other one. My sister, you know what is your best. You know when you were in school, you put your mind to it and you graduated either a nurse, a doctor, an engineer, a social worker, an accountant, a therapist. You put in your best. You went in there, you were digging in and you were going for it. You put everything you got, your sweat, your energy, everything was in it until you came out of that college. Even at that job where you work, you give it your best. You work hard, you go wake up early, you go to work early to avoid the traffic. You give it your best. That's where you work. So when it comes to who you are, when it comes to your behavior, why do you think it's okay to just give the bare minimum and just say, you know what, they can take me if they like, they can take me if they don't like. No, that time has gone when we act anyway and think, oh, it's either you like me or you don't. It's either you like me or you don't. No, my sister, give it your best. Stop giving yourself excuses. Stop making it so easy for you. We don't want to try. We don't want to give it our best because we think, well, if you love me, you will stay. If you love me, you will accept me the way I am. Yes, we will accept you the way you are. But what you're doing, is it really the way you are? Or you just giving the bare minimum and saying, well, that's all I can give right now. That's all. You either take me like that or you leave it. My sister that wrote me this email, I don't know what you're planning to do. You think there is something you will do that will make him put a ring on it. You think, okay, I've stayed with him. I've stayed with him now we have been going together. We were high school sweethearts. You guys started dating since ninth grade. And according to your email, you started dating since ninth grade. And you guys, went to college together. You guys have been working now for 6 years. You guys have been together for so many years. And you don't know, maybe he keeps saying you're not the perfect woman. He keeps saying I'm not the perfect woman. So that's why I'm asking you, Miss Unique, what do I need to do to be the perfect woman? You think Miss Unique is perfect? Honey, come off it. If you see the other side of me, you will say, this my sister. I am just human. I'm like you. I get angry too. I get frustrated. I get, everything. I get the same way you feel is the same way I feel. Sometimes I get overwhelmed. Sometimes I don't want to see my children. Sometimes I'm a human being. So when you're asking me, how can you be perfect for this man? You are asking the wrong person. Because this person you see here, I'm nothing close to perfection. If this is perfection, I am 6,000 miles away from it. And I know you can't be perfect, my sister. You have to just give it your best. If you have stayed there for this long, what are you doing? You have stayed with a man for more than 14 years, and the man is still telling you he wants you to be perfect, my sister. He wants you, don't he? Oh, is there something in your ears? Did they block your ears with something you can't hear? Because, my sister, get the stepping. Leave. If a man doesn't know within a year or two, max two, that he is gonna marry you, and 14 years after he still doesn't know, and you're still there, my sister, in Nigeria we say your mumu done too much now. Your mumu done too much now. Have a little bit of respect for yourself and just get the stepping. You have been with him since ninth grade. You guys have gone ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, 4 years of college, and you guys have been working for 6 years. That's 14 solid years, my sister. And he's still telling you that you are not the perfect woman. No, he doesn't want to marry you. Let me spell it out to you. N-O. No, he does not want to marry you. Within 6 months, most men will know if you are a wife material or if you're not. Within 6 months. If you guys are courtship, you're courting yourself, you're in courtship, and they're, going with you for a date here and there, and you guys are courting, and they will see certain things and they'll tell you. There's this story I read, I think it was 2 days ago, I was reading it to my sister. This guy is engaged to this girl. I can't remember where. I think I saw it on Facebook or what. I was reading it to my sister. This guy, let's call him A. A was engaged to B. B is the sister. And they live in 2 separate states. Okay? So B had a conference from her office, but they are doing it in A's city. So she went to A's city and did not tell A she was coming. So when she got there, she came in around 9 p.m. at night, and she said, okay, I was supposed to go to my sister's place to go spend the night. But since I'm here, I can stay in another room and you stay in another room. Let's just talk. And the guy said, okay, you can stay. So according to the thing I read on Facebook, she stayed that night. Tomorrow morning, the guy woke her up and told her, get dressed. On my way going to work, I will drop you at your sister's place and then go to work. But, you can go grab breakfast while I take a shower. So the guy went to go take a shower and the girl went to go eat breakfast. When the guy came out, there was no breakfast on the table. The girl was already done. And then he asked the girl, there's no milk? Did you finish the whole milk? The guy said, yes, I did. It's just 1 tin of milk. And because I don't put sugar in my coffee, so I use the whole thing by myself. The guy said, but it's just me and you. You are going out, I'm going out. I don't have any store around me to go buy another milk for breakfast. And I need breakfast before I go. Why couldn't you be considerate? Maybe take half of it and put half for me. He said, well, I always use one tin of milk by myself. 1 tin of those little milk, for myself. So I didn't, because I don't use sugar. So I didn't do that. Well, next time you should have had milk. The man said, you came by 9 p.m. I didn't know you were coming, so I would have gone. If I knew you were coming, I would have gone to go buy more things. I didn't know you were coming. That was the only one. So you couldn't be considerate and be kind a little bit. And the guy said, well, that's how I live my life. I always drink a tin of milk. And the guy said, you know what, that's okay. And they went to work. The man dropped her at the sister's place, gave her some money and left. 2 weeks after that, the man called her and said, the marriage is out. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Why? Why would you break up with me? Why? What happened? The man said, that incident you did in my house showed me a little bit of who you are. So there is no management in your life. There is no being considerate of your partner. And I was about to be married to you. No, I expected you, even if you don't drink sugar with your milk, with your coffee, you only drink milk with it. At least be considerate and say, since it's the last one, let me take half and leave half. Just right there, the man called it off. And there was a debate on the post I was reading. What the man did, was it fair? What the woman did, was it fair? Was she being selfish? What the man did, was it too hasty? Does the punishment match the whatever? The way those Facebook posts go. And I was just thinking, and I was telling myself, you see, sometimes you think a man that wants to marry you, those little things, he will see. A woman that wants to marry you, those little things, he will see. And in 6 months, highest a year, a man should know whether you are the one or you are not. And my sister, you've been there for how many years? 14 years? And he's still telling you he wants you to be perfect. You're not the perfect woman. And then you're asking your girl to tell you, Ngwa, now listen, my sister, you know yourself. Ngwa, come forward. You are at the back. Come forward. Come. Now, good. Now sit. Now listen. Sister, 14 years is too long for him not to know whether you are perfect for him or not perfect for him. You know what? You are not. And you will never be. He is not perfect either. And he will never be. So you know what? This marriage is not going to work. This, whatever you think you're trying to be perfect for, is not going to work. It is better now that you know before you get into marriage, and tomorrow you'll be saying, oh, I don't want to, I don't anymore. So if you don't want that, my sister, listen to me and listen good. You said you wanted my opinion. This is my 5 cents. 14 years is too long for him not to know whether you are the one or not. If he doesn't know 14 years after, my sister, you're not the one. So, whatever you have, and get the step in, okay? You are so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. I saw your page. I went to Facebook and I typed in your name and I saw how gorgeous and beautiful you are. Believe a little bit in yourself. There is somebody out there who will love you for you, who will love you for you. And you go in there and put in your best. There is nothing you can do, sis. There is nothing, sis. I'm being honest. If 14 years he is still wanting you to be perfect, my sister, even if you become perfect, although it's not possible, but even if you become perfect, he will say he wants you to be excellent. And then you become excellent. He will say, oh no, he wants you to be awesome. And then you become awesome. Oh, he wants you to be superb. And then you become superb. He will say, oh, he wants you to be the Holy Spirit, which you will never be. So, my sister, Biko, don't be worrying yourself. No, you hear me? Don't bother yourself, sis. Remember, I called you, I told you I'm doing this video, but I didn't want to just tell you on the phone. I wanted to do this video so that other people will hear. You can never, ever be perfect. He is not perfect either. Remember, unique definition of marriage. Let me give it to you again before I round this video up. My definition of marriage is the coming together of an imperfect man to an imperfect woman who have accepted their imperfections but have agreed to be together in this perfect union called marriage. That is my definition of marriage. The man is imperfect. The woman is imperfect. We know our imperfections, but we say, no, you know what? Akudo, you are a trouble girl, but I still love you. Nah, oh, you are stubborn, but I still love you. We know our imperfections. We have accepted it and it's working for us. That is what marriage is. Another definition is the coming together of a blind woman to a deaf man. because you have to be there for. We talk too much, women. We talk too much, and then men, they're gonna do and keep doing. You will see that you have to be blind so that you will see some of it. So those are my two definitions of marriage. All right, my sister. This one is not it. Stop wasting your time, baby. I love you so much. You are wasting your time. If nobody has ever told you, say Miss Unique told you today, you are wasting your time. It's time you move on. Get the step in. Move on. Move on. If he doesn't know in 14 years that you are the right one, he will not know in 28 years. If you add another 14 years, 28 years, he will not know. You add another 14 years, 42, is it 42? My sisters, I don't know math. I think it's 28 plus 14. Yeah, it's 42. I tell you guys, I'm old. If my son Buchi is here, like he said, oh, so that would be 42 years. You add another 14 to that. That would be what? 56 years. He still will not know you are the right one because he's looking for a perfect woman, and there is none out there. None out there. We have only one person that is perfect in the whole wide world, and that is God himself. And you, my sister, you're nothing close to God. Neither are you anything close to Jesus. Neither are you anything close to the Holy Spirit. So let us not deceive ourselves. The Bible says, do not be deceived, for God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, that you shall also reap. So, my sister, let us stop deceiving ourselves. You are never going to be perfect. So it's better you go to people that will accept your imperfection and still love you with your imperfection. All right? Remember to give us a thumbs up, share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I need you to come join me in my family. And if you have any questions, something you want to ask your girl, remember the email is uniqueakudo@gmail.com. Hit your girl up, and I might feature your question like I did my sister, and I will always call to tell you I'm about to feature it. All right? I love you guys. Bye bye.